We want to talk to you a little bit today about canning.
We got 67 pints.
67 pints of tomatoes we put up. I'm Larry.
I'm Sansi.
And we're the Casual Campers. We retired early so we could enjoy life. Our channel is primarily about camping, but we do have home base to come back to. We're not full-time.
We enjoy cruising, and sometimes we even hop a plane.
Just hop a plane and go. We would like to share our experiences with you guys.
Hit the like button.
Subscribe to our channel.
Back to the video.
Hey everybody, we are sitting in the swing trying to enjoy a little breeze today. And what we want to talk about is that little pot of gold right there.
It's our canned tomatoes.
That's right, we canned some tomatoes and we want to share with you how to do that.
We actually did 67 pints of tomatoes. That's the tomatoes.
Let me put another, how we did that. Let's not make this a how-to video because there's lots of ways to do it.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to share with you how we did it. If you want to use our method, that's fine.
So the first thing I did.
Well, let's talk about what they need first.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you what, we're going to kind of go through some of the equipment we use, and we'll put it down in the link or in a comment of how to get these things, links to where you can purchase these things. What do you want to talk about first?
Jars.
Jars.
This is a Ball jar. Ball is the brand. This one, particular Ball, this is a smooth jar.
Yep.
Our canner will hold 10 of these. I did accidentally get some that were not smooth, and they had the
I guess you call it embossed.
Yeah.
Logo, the ball embossed, so it made the jar just slightly enough bigger.
That it'll only hold 9.
Yeah.
But
it's not a big deal, but
the Ball jars.
Okay, so we got the Ball jars. This
to put your vegetables in to keep from spilling and making a mess.
All right, so you put that on the jar.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that.
Yeah.
It's a funnel. That's what it is. A funnel for the jars. This is another Ball product. It is the citric acid you put in the tomatoes. I didn't bring the salt out, but salt is another item you need.
This is what I like. Look.
That's the jar getter.
You don't want to try to deal with these hot jars with your hands. So this little jar grabber gizmo right here, gotta have it. Gotta have it. And then the other is the pressure cooker. I didn't bring the cooker out, I just brought the box out. It's a 16 quart Presto pressure cooker is what we use. It worked fine. Highly recommend it for these small projects. Like I say, we did 10 jars at a time. And we ended up with how many jars?
67.
67 jars.
Just of the tomatoes. Now we also did squash and peas.
Yeah, we canned some other stuff. But today we're talking about the tomatoes. So now let's talk about how we did it.
Okay, first thing I did was I washed all my tomatoes up, got them all nice and clean. And then I had a big pot of water. I was boiling it to drop my tomatoes in to let the skin peel off easy.
We'll get them good and hot so they'll peel.
So I put them in the water for about 10 or 15 seconds. It didn't take long. Dipped them out, put them in a bowl, a big bowl and a tray.
Now some people, when they take them out, will put them on ice. They say it helps them peel better, but we didn't have any issues.
I didn't have any issues, and I didn't want. I skipped that step because it looked like it was just useless to me.
Yeah. So if your tomatoes are not peeling well after pulling them out of the hot water, you might want to try that. Put them on ice for a little bit. Some people say that helps peel. You had no issues just peeling.
Nope.
Okay.
So while those are cooling, I'm getting my jars ready, and I always wash my jars, lids and rings in hot soapy water. I get them rinsed, and then I set them over there ready to fill. I add my citric acid and my salt, and that's a half a teaspoon of each
into each jar.
And
that's before you put the tomatoes in.
Yes. Right? When I remember. When I start and then I hit me, there was 1 or 2 times I did forget that. But anyway, I got it all in all the jars. after I got my jars ready, now the tomatoes are all cooled for me. And I just peeled them. If there was a bad spot, I cut the bad spot out. And then I cut them. Some I diced, and some I just kind of quartered to fit in my jars. My jars are, I mean, the tomatoes were pretty large.
Now that's just preference, right? You can dice them,
yeah.
cut them, quarter them. If they're small enough, you put them whole, can't you?
Yeah, if they're small enough. Mine wasn't small enough. These were large tomatoes. After I got my jars filled, then I had to burp them. I just stuck something in there and kind of got the air bubbles out. And then first I had to fill them with hot water.
That's right.
So wait.
Put them in the jars.
And then I had hot water boiling, and I had to fill each jar with hot water.
How far? How much?
An inch from the top.
Okay, so basically up to where the rim is.
Yeah, the
okay.
rim. And then I took them and right here to the rim. And then I took then I burped stainless steel knife, and then I burped them, and if it needed more water, I added, and it was just a little bit, just very, very small amount. And then I took the lids and the rings out of the boiling water and put them on each jar and tighten them, just hand tight, just like that, hand tight. And then it was his turn.
And it was my turn. So as she did that, I would pick up the jars with this handy dandy jar grabber and place them over into the pressure canner. The pressure canner calls for 3 liters of water. So I already had that in there. I already had the fire up on it. Go ahead and get the water heated up. And I added just a splash of vinegar. And the reason for the vinegar is your water has minerals in it, and those minerals will stain your jars. That's the only reason for the vinegar. It kind of keeps those minerals from staining your jars. You put the lid on. It comes with a weight that goes on there that measures the pressure. And I had it set for 10 pounds. On tomatoes, you want to pressure cook for 10 pounds for 40 minutes. So it took 15 minutes or so for the pressure to get up and get up to 10. But once it got there, we started a timer, went for 40 minutes. At that point, you turn the fire off and let it sit. You are dealing with extreme heat and pressure. Be sure you read all of the safety instructions that comes with your pressure canner. But the main thing to remember is when you turn the heat off, just walk away. It's going to take it 20, maybe even 30 minutes to cool down to the point where you're able to open it up. No more steaming, no more pressure, no more steam coming out. That's when you're safe to open up your pressure canner. After the pressure was off and it was safe to open the canner, open it up, use my handy dandy little grabber. Got the cans out, set them over on the counter, put them on a towel just to keep from putting that hot glass straight onto our counter. And waited for the pop.
Times 10.
Yeah, waited for the 10 pop. And when I say pop, if you've never canned, it's basically, I guess it's a vacuum created inside there.
Yeah, when it seals it.
Yeah, the lid has a little bump on it, and when that jar seals, that bump will come down and you'll hear the jar kind of pop.
Yeah.
So that was kind of fun listening for the pops. And
as long as it stays sealed like that. Sometimes, they do
lose their seal.
You lose their
at some
seal.
point. But as far as we can tell, all of ours sealed, and we got a pop on every jar. And so by the end of the day, there we were. We had
67.
I know you told me more than once. At the end of the day, we had 67 jars of tomatoes. So there you have it. That's the steps that we use to can tomatoes. We hope you enjoyed the video, and get out there and do some canning. Put you some food up for winter. Who knows when we're going to have a run on groceries like we did diapers and formula,
toilet paper,
who knows?
whatever else.
So the more you can do to
Chicken wings.
prepare. Chicken wings were in short supply for a while. wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was weird. I
Who
don't
knows?
know.
Anyway, thinking about doing some canning. We hope we helped you out a little bit today. Get out there and do some canning. So till next time, Larry and Santi saying, see ya.